Alright. Let's see. Let's take down these. Let's open up Flight Simulator. Audio capture looks on. Video capture device. Let's remove that and start a new one. Beautiful. Alright, and done on that. I don't need to be that big, so let's make me smaller. And let's add a window capture. Add source. Flight simulator, done. Window capture minus. Display. Let's try that. Okay, so I was having trouble with this yesterday, and for some reason, what was it? It was, let's take the display off. Okay. Let's add window capture. No, it was game capture. No. There we go. Let's make this bad boy a little bit smaller. Okay. So, window capture. Looks accurate to me so far. We'll find out. I still don't hear anything. Desktop audio. Turn that up a little bit. Can we see my mouse? Beautiful. All right. So, yeah, my audio is still way down. That's okay though. Check, check, check. All right, mics are on. Okay, so we're doing a flight today. I think our best bet is I'm gonna go with Icon A5. I've been fascinated with this plane lately. Tail number, call sign, flight number, wear and tear. Ooh, that sounds like fun. Parasite drag. Never mind. Failures. Man, it sounds like fun, but I don't know if I want any failures right now. I'm still not good enough. Let's change the color. Let's go with a brown. I like that brown. Let's fly around Japan. I think Japan sounds like a good place. Clear skies, middle of the day. Clear skies, 0 clouds. Close. Japan's going to be over here. Let's take off from Kasane, Osaka. Yeah, I heard Osaka's beautiful. We're not going to have a specific destination. We'll probably land on this lake out here. And maybe we should set a destination. Let's go to Fukui? Set as arrival. And we're going to do, instead of direct, let's do low altitude airways. And then, yeah, so we'll take this one right here. But we will do a detour and land on that lake. So take off, head northwest, and then pull pretty much 180 degrees and head straight east, and then go north from there. I think we're good. Today I'm drinking 10 Barrel Brewing Clean Line Mango Hard Seltzer. Man, this stuff it's delicious. You feel like you're getting hydrated. You're not, but you feel like you are. Make that a little bit bigger. Man, I wish I could make the background like pretty, but I don't know how to do that, so we'll leave it as is. Yeah, so the Icon A5, it's a plane that isn't really a plane. It's designed to fly, obviously, but the cool thing about it is it's not something fast to get you from point A to point B. It's a leisurely, I'm going to trek through this area. It's not fast at all. It goes 85 knots airspeed. Ground speed. You can land it on water and then obviously land. So you'll pull the gear up, and it's like an oversized jet ski. So the possibilities are truly almost endless. The only place you really can't land is that bush. You know, the terrain. You know, way out in the middle of nowhere. It doesn't have the gear and the wheels for that. But it's one of those where if you want to go fly up and go, 50 miles away, you could totally do that. I mean, it would be almost like a car replacement. The wings do fold back, so you can tow it on a trailer. Theoretically, you should be able to tow it, or you should be able to drive it technically. I mean, if you were in an area where you were like, the Alvord Desert or somewhere down in Southern California where it's a desert lake bed, technically you could pull those wings back and actually drive it to places. If I had the money for one, I'd totally get one. And if I had if I could do that, that's the one plane I would get that I think would be in the, like, I want to go anywhere, period. So I'm going to turn my graphics card up, overclock this a little bit just to give me a little bit extra airflow. This thing needs to stay cool. So my CPU, turn that up. GPU. I'm also going to turn down the graphics a little bit in the game because, yes, accept. In here, when you have these graphics turned way up and you're flying, let's go ready to fly. I'm going to turn them down to high end instead of ultra. Just to keep the frame rate at a reasonable level. It does get a little frustrating when you're flying, and especially, if I'm flying through a town, I don't want to see the buildings at 15 frames a second. I'd rather see lower rendered quality buildings at 60 frames a second than high rendered at 15. to me, it's just, and especially when you're flying, you're 300, well, no, you're like 3,000 feet above land. So you're not really trying to make out any of those fine details in those buildings. Um, I've flown through like New York City, like Manhattan, and I turn the quality way up so I can get really really close. I'm like 5 feet on one side, 5 feet on the other side, going through the buildings, and it's worth it at that point so you can really see the details of what you're going through. Out here, I mean, it's really not a big deal. So we are in Osaka, Japan, um, Osaka International. Um, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my booster seat on, raise my seat up a little bit, zoom out just so I get a little bit more realistic field of view. In real life, your field of view isn't as narrow as this starts you out with. So we are, let's check everything really quick. Alright, so we're looking good on that. Our flaps are at 15 degrees, that's fine. Let's set our trim. Alright, trim is set. Everything looks fine. Let's get back in the cockpit, and I think it's go time. So if we look at our display really quick right here, we're going to take off, and then right after we clear the runway, we're going to pull about 120 degrees and head straight east. So we'll just keep our eye on that that VFR right there. And brakes on. Parking brakes off. And contact. Airspeed at 70 and rotate. Gear up. Flaps are at 15. We're going to raise them to 0 right when we clear runway. It looks beautiful out here. This is a slow plane. I mean, it's a really, really slow plane. Our airspeed's only at 80 knots currently. You don't travel fast in this. Acknowledge and handoff. Alright, so we changed radio, and we're still ascending. Yeah, everything's going smooth. I don't have any of the failures turned on still. For me, I think the biggest thing is getting used to takeoff, landing, just the general flight parameters of where I'm going before I start introducing variables that I'm not aware of or don't know how to deal with. Alright, so we're going to start banking. Let's change flaps back to 0. That might have been a little bit premature on our turn, but that's okay. So when you're landing on water, the distance is relatively short on this thing. You can land on water in a pretty short distance. It's I don't think we could land on any of these little ponds down here, but you don't need much. I want to say it's 800 feet, 600 feet, something like between 600 and 800 feet. It's not much you need. And that's a fantastic thing about this plane is you can almost go anywhere. I think that but it's only a two-seater. That's the downside. Is you can't. I mean, you have room for luggage and stuff in the back. The other cool thing is on this plane, you can take the windows, the side windows out, storm behind you, and fly with your elbows hanging out the window, just relaxing. Um, it's definitely like you're cruising in your rig, like a Jeep or an FJ. FJs are better than Jeeps. Just cruising along, and you almost do feel like you're in an actual land vehicle. Um, I mean, I would compare this to man. I mean, because it can go in water, it'd be considered amphibious, but I would consider this to be something similar to any sort of general off-road vehicle, except you can't necessarily go off-road. Beautiful, beautiful plane, though. So I'm going to go to an outside view and just keep us going for a little bit. Nobody's watching, and so that's okay. I'm not going to complain about that. And outside. Let's zoom out a little bit, especially on this one. I think I'm gonna do the full flight though. It's gonna be probably a couple of hours. It might be. Running at almost 89, 90 knots airspeed. Just cruising. One of the next flights I plan on doing is the Suez. From start to finish, I'd like to go essentially from the Gulf of Aden all the way through to the Mediterranean. That'd be a fun flight. And we're at almost at 4,000 feet, 3940, 3950, 4,000. I think we're going to land on that river. Oh yeah, why not? There's some bridges, so we'll avoid those. Yeah, let's land on that river. So there's a straight stretch. Flaps up, gear down. Yeah, there's a straight stretch between two bridges I think we can easily land on and then also take off. I don't want to do a touch and go. I usually like taking it all the way to stop. What I found is touch and goes, I don't think they benefit as much as the full stop. I like being able to gauge my distance. Know actually how long it takes me to stop in a specific plane, because if I do a touch and go, I can still get down to 40, but between 40 and 0, there's still a distance you still have to be aware of that touch and goes don't cover. Just check gear down, flaps down. Okay. So we'll start doing a little descent, and then we'll pull a bank to our left. There's a lot of canals or little rivers through here too. I wasn't aware of that. So there's so there's going to be 3 bridges we pass before. 4 bridges technically, because I think I'm going to pass this 4th. As long as I'm aware of what I've passed and keeping tabs on it, I'll make sure we're good on our landing. So that's the 4th right there, almost at my yeah. So the 4th is almost at my 12 o'clock. About now, so we'll do a steep drop. We're gonna gain some insane speed. And then 3, 2, and then 1 isn't in field of view yet. So this would almost be a landing you take if you're in an emergency, because we're banking steep, we're dropping quick. So this is 3. Alright, we passed 3, we got 2 in front of us. Flaps down all the way to, what, 40 degrees? 30 degrees. Passing 2. Wait. I'm an idiot. We're landing on water. Why would my gear be down? Gear up. See, it's those little things. I mean, there's power lines right there. We would have snagged those. So we've already passed 2. We're on our way to 1. Once we pass 1, we'll drop down and land. Yeah, I made a total mistake just now, and that would have been, I mean, really stupid if I was actually, you know, in a real plane. Having my gear down to land in the water. Gear needs to be up in this plane to land in water. I didn't think about that. I'm so used to landing on land. So here's 1 in front of us. We will start powering down a little bit. Above water, the ground effect in this thing is interesting. It's different than on land for some reason. Alright, here's 1. Alright, and power down. Alright, we're encountering ground effect. And oh, a little bounce. Didn't mean to do that. A couple bounces. There we go. That was a lot of bounces. Shouldn't do that. There's no reverse thrust in this, so you just okay, perfect. We're on water. So for takeoff on this, on water, you'll have your flaps at 20, 15. There's no braking to, you just kind of let it do its thing. I can see the next bridge in front of us, which is fine. So we'll do a little loop. Head back just a tiny bit. I mean, we're still a decent distance away, but okay, we'll pull around. Flaps are at 15. Gears up, obviously. Wow, we're a lot closer than I was thinking. Yeah, we can make that, though. That's not bad. Alright, and so at 80. Oh, we're already up. Okay. Perfect. Oh yeah, my flaps are at 15, that's why. I don't know if you can fly under a bridge. We'll find out, won't we? Okay, that was a little dangerous. That was still fun. This one looks a little lower, but I think we can make it. Oh yeah, we're good. Alright. Up and out of here. Flaps up. Back on course. We'll get up to yeah, we're still at, we'll get up to probably 5,000, level out, and then go from there. Alright. Okay. So yeah, we're headed the next lake or appropriate river. We'll do a quick land in. I don't want to do a touch and go. I'd like to do a full land, full stop. And then well, there's somebody up in front of us. They're way up there right now. Yeah, once I find the next lake, I'll pull into there. Let's see. Well, there's the river down there. I might pull down into that. Let's see what it looks like. We get down to there. Let's see. Flaps are up. Yeah, those are tiny little ponds. They're not even rivers. But there is a river up in front of us. We'll do a full land in that river up there. Let's see. We're running at 105 knots airspeed. Drop in altitude a little bit. Or we could land on that highway. Now we'll go down to the river. Alright. And we will land from the west towards the east. Downstream. our... Good. Alright. Oh, that's a tiny river. I don't know if that's a good idea. We'll find out. We'll do a quick, maybe a flyby. Oof. Yeah, that looks like a stream. Well, we'll see what we got up here. I think, yeah, it might be shallow, but it's a small plane. I'm sure those are going to be my last words in this. Alright, we'll set flaps. Gear down, or no gear, obviously. Going on water again. Set flaps, lower power. Gears up. I'm going to ignore ATC right now. Don't know what happened with the camera, but whatever. Alright, we're going to land in this little creek. Shallow. Really shallow. Alright. And down. Touchdown. Ooh. Some waves on that. Okay, I can't tell if that's ground or water. I think that... Oh, no, don't bang. Okay, if that was real life, I'd be able to tell that was ground. But in here, I can't. Okay, so... Let's see. How do we look? Oh, fantastic. Okay. We'll take off. I think we can make it... Okay, we're going to take off under that bridge. But I think we can do that. Why not try? Okay. Alright, and... Oh, this is a bad idea. Bad idea. Oh, man. It worked, though. Alright, so let's head back on course. Enough shenanigans. Again, going from Osaka, Japan, to... I cannot, for the life of me, remember the place we are going. I do know there's a lake on the way, and that lake looked fun to land on. Let's see if I can get my VFR map up on the screen. Move that bad boy over here and zoom out a little bit. There's Japan. So that lake, oh, it's not too far away. We're going to land on that lake right there. Maybe a couple of times. Man, this plane would be so awesome to have in real life. It'd be nice to have a plane in real life, period, but if I could get one, it would be this. We've talked about going to Japan for so long. I think it'd be such a beautiful place to go to. My wife wants to do Disneyland Tokyo. And it looks just like Disneyland Anaheim, so there's really no difference to it. But yeah, I think Japan would be such a beautiful place to go to. But I wouldn't want to just stay in one town. I definitely want to check out as much as I can. It'd be probably at least a 2-week trip. And we'd have to save up a lot for that bad boy. And would it be a good idea to bring twin 5-year-olds on a trip like that? I don't know. Um, I feel like they'd have fun at Disneyland, but then they wouldn't appreciate anything else of Japan, so it'd almost need to be an adult trip. So 3.5 miles out. We can start banking a little bit. I'm going to go just to the east of my flight path because I want to try and actually get right on this lake from the get-go. It looks like they're trying to take us through that valley up to our 11 o'clock. But I'll go over these hills right here. Ooh, there's a golf course. We could land on that. Let's see if it looks good. I have landed once on a golf course in a Kid Fox, and that was scary, not fun. A lot of obstacles. Yeah, not this one. No, it's way too many hills. There's one spot that looks nice though, right there. Okay, we'll try it. We'll try it. Gear down, flaps down. Let's slow ourselves up a little bit. Do a pull around. I don't know what hole that is, but pull forward a little bit. This is probably a bad idea. Most definitely a bad idea. But flaps are at 30. Airspeed's good. Alright, let's bank. There it is. I believe it was just... Was it this? I think it was this hole. It was this right here. Okay, this is a terrible idea. Yeah, that's a terrible idea. Hit a tree. I tried. Okay. See, and this is why Flight Simulator is better in real life, because I don't actually die. Where to next? I think we'll do the Gulf of Aden. Let's see. Let's do the Gulf of Aden. Let's fly the Suez Canal. I hope you can't hear my speakers in the background. I don't know how to turn those off. So we'll take off, set as departure from right there. If we go all the way through, There's got to be like a little airport. Yeah, there we go. Port Said. Set as arrival. We're not going to do the icon in this one. We'll do something a little bit bigger and faster. I think the Cessna Citation, the CJ4. Oh yeah. Flight conditions. All players, live traffic preset. Good. Okay, we're going to take off. I'm just going to do VFR direct on this one, and then I'll do a go around on the airport to figure out approach. Okay, so it does sound like my speakers on my computer are producing audio as well. I don't know why they would be doing that. Let me try something really quick. Check, check, check. All right, we'll see how this looks. I don't know. Whatever. I'm having fun. All right, let me put my booster seat in. There's the booster seat. And move this bad boy over here. Get our view lined up. So let's taxi and hold short runway. Alright, well I think we already have clearance. And we'll just take right on off then. Pretty much we're going to head from here straight north. This runway already lines us up. So we're on the Cessna Citation CJ4. Flaps at 15, that's totally cool. And rudder, aileron, there we go. Back in, and contact. Building pressure. Beautiful. Alright, and brakes off. I don't necessarily like the VFR up here, but I can make it smaller, I believe. If I was looking at two things at once, and rotate. Gear up. Acknowledge. Flaps up. Acknowledge frequency change. Maybe a little more booster seat, and that's where we're at. And I don't want to tune to any other channels for approach, so we'll just stick to it for right now. Acknowledge. Alright, well. Alright, so we'll just maintain, and flaps are up. Gear is gears up. And yeah, we'll just keep going essentially northwest, and headed from here up to the Mediterranean Sea, going over the Suez Canal. That's been cleared up now too, so there's nothing to see. Acknowledge radar contact. Lately, I have not. Dude, you talk way too much. Okay. Um, I haven't been using the autopilot much lately. I've been kind of enjoying manually flying. To me, I mean, it seems just a little bit more enjoyable, so I try and do a lot shorter flights. You know, if I was going from um, somewhere in the States to, you know, Europe, I'd probably use the autopilot also because that would be like a 7 hour flight. But the short, you know, 45-minute, 1 hour, hour and a half flights, um, I really haven't been getting into using the autopilot. I'll probably start doing that um, before I start incorporating any failures. You know, adding those variables to the flight, I'll get to that point soon. But right now, I'm just trying to again get my takeoffs, my landings, and the navigation down before I start really introducing anything exciting into this. Um, Looking at our map, we are still, yeah, we're going to be going for the Gulf of Aden for a little bit. And then Suez Canal, that's, we still got a ways for that, but we're going to be hauling pretty good here soon. If I want to make a quick trip of it, I could hop in an F-16. That'd be quite a bit of fun. Let's see. Anything exciting? Let's look outside really quick. Oh, jeez. Zoom out of that. That's just beautiful, man. But yeah, we're going to keep ascending till probably 40. Once we hit 40,000, we'll start leveling off. Hopefully get us up to about 400, 450 knots. Make this trip a lot quicker. I should also probably clarify that I know nothing of what I'm talking about. I'm still amateur at this, so if I say something that is incorrect or not accurate, forgive me, because I really don't know what I'm talking about. Vertical speed. Yeah, we're still going to climb. In the F-16, I was able to get it to 90,000 feet, and you can start seeing the stars in the sky in the middle of the day. And man, that was a lot of fun. And then I just cut power, and I was gliding for hundreds of miles. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I don't know what the ceiling is of this specific plane. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. So we're at 150 knots right now. So we'll lower our ascension rate quite a bit. Essentially, I want to be a positive vertical speed, and then also have my airspeed at or climbing, or at or increasing, I should say. If my airspeed is decreasing and my vertical speed is staying the same or decreasing or increasing, well, no, decreasing or staying the same, that's when I would want to make a change. I think I said that right. Yeah. This is a lot longer flight than I was thinking it was going to be. I just barely took off. And we still have quite a ways to go. Okay, so if that's the case, as much as I want to finish this one, let's hop in a fast jet. Let's get supersonic. Continue. What we'll do is What do I have? Let's hop in this guy, right? There we go, the Typhoon. So cruise speed at 750 knots. That sounds like fun. And then what we'll do is we'll take off of... This is still in Egypt, I believe, yeah. And let's head over to Saudi Arabia. Set as arrival. Yeah, that's not too bad of a flight. Let's do VFR direct. Fly on this one. This should be a quick, fun, fast, speedy flight. It says I have one viewer. Mind commenting and saying hi, so I don't feel so lonely? Please? Okay. Alright, let's get this bad boy going. Booster seat still, because I'm short. Zoom out a wee bit. VFR direct. Alright, and with this one, flaps. I'm not even going to have flaps. We're going to go so fast you don't need to worry about it. Parking brakes off. And... and that rumble. Yeah, we're at 200 already. Holy mac. Oh no. Okay, so we're gonna try this again. Damaged my landing gear. I think it was because I was going too fast and I didn't rotate soon enough. So we'll try this again. Booster seat. Zoom back. Okay. Let's set half flaps and we have our VFR map over there, and let's try this again. Let's get these things going. So I'm going to rotate at about 130. There we go, that felt much better. Gear up. Flaps up. Bank. Alright, and perfect. And let's gain some altitude here in a second. Yeah, we're already at 500, 600 knots. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. This will be a lot faster. Oh yeah, we're hauling. Okay, let's gain some altitude. We're running about 45 degrees. 50, let's go to 45. Pretty much let's get up to maybe 70, 60,000, 70,000. And then we'll see what we look like from there. We're at 36, 37, 38. Yeah, we're climbing pretty quick. $350 knots, so we're slowing down. Everything's up. Flaps are 0. $52. Maybe we can hit 60,000. We're at 25 degrees. So we'll hit 60 and then level off. How about that? 58. And 59. Alright, 60. Alright, let's level off. Do I really need to? Acknowledge. Whoops. Alright, Let's level off. So, I'm not going to acknowledge you. I'm military. So in front of us, that's, yeah, that's Saudi Arabia. This thing gets a little squirmy when you're going this fast. Alright. Yeah, we're 53. Yeah, we're level right now. Once I hit the shoreline, I'll drop it down and we'll trek up to 1400, 1500, maybe even 1600 knots. I mean, we're gonna break the sound barrier definitely, Chuck Yeager style. So we're at 56. Shoot, if I started even descending now, I'd probably, yeah, we're at 240. So maybe we get down to what, 10,000 feet, and by then we should be, yeah, we should be able to do pretty good. All right, we're gonna do that instead. We'll just aim. All right, let's start bringing that speed up. Yeah, we're at 60,000 feet. It's crazy though, at this altitude you can see just so much. That's oh no, we're gonna be heading it. Yeah, we're Saudi Arabia. Or would this be Iran? I wish I knew the answer to that. I should know the answer to that. Mach 0.5. Alright, let's just keep headed towards the shoreline. Once we hit that, we'll buzz pretty low. Yeah, we're 41,000 feet, 40,000 feet. I think they should supply Air Force pilots with Boozy Seltzer drinks. At least have a cup holder in the fighter jet. Alright, we're at 700 knots, approaching 800 at 33,000. Yeah, we're going to be at least at 1,000 by the time we hit the shore. We're going to fly over to the North Sentinel Island and go see the Sentinelese people? Is that what it's called? Alright, hitting 1,000. 1,000 knots at 22,000 feet, and yeah, we're gonna get pretty quick. Level off, and I think I can go. There's a valley up ahead. I'll fly between. Still a ways away, but we're hauling. 1,300. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna get pretty low. You're starting to see waves here soon. Yeah, so we're at about right around 1,500 knots at 2,200. And we'll go right through this valley up ahead. Well, there's a nice little airport there. Yeah, let's get down lower. We're still too high. I want to see how fast I'm going. Yeah, now we're going to start impacting frame rates because it's trying to render the land as fast as we're flying through it. That's the one downside to flying fast and low is it's really trying hard to render. My computer's probably at 90 degrees Celsius right now, which is pretty close to boiling water. So, alright, yeah, we're nice and low at 1,500 feet. Let's get a little bit lower. We'll pull up over this. I'm still going to be landing at this airport, though. That's my plan, if I make it there. It's beautiful out here. Buzz this top right there. Imagine being on the ground and having a fighter jet come over you going this fast. Man, you'd just be... That'd be a weird feeling. Alright, yeah. Yeah, we're not that far away from this airport, too. Going at, what, 1,300 knots. We'll reach it in no time. Let's get down low again. Probably could land on the sand if I wanted to, but I think I'd end up hitting a dune and really screwing some stuff up. Man, visually, it doesn't look like we're more than 100 feet over. Yeah, if I was flying over and you fired a bullet, I'm pretty sure I'd be traveling faster than your bullet. And Cuckoo Salmon 23 is up ahead. He's actually looks like he's at that airport, getting ready to do either a takeoff or he's taxiing or something. We're at 16 miles, 15 miles, 14 miles. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll do a flyby, see what the airstrip looks like, and then we will do a full landing and a full stop. My hand is getting tired from just these little delicate movements. Alright, so here is the town. Oh, literally. Oh, man, look at that. There's no way in heck we can make that, but we were perfectly lined up. Man, if I knew that, I would have slowed down way sooner. We were, man, that was perfect. That would have been so nice. Okay, so, alright, let's get our gear down. And I'm going to do probably the dumbest move I've ever done. Set our flaps. We'll do a, let's see if we can do this. Pull up. Alright, and oh, this is so stupid. I'm still traveling at, what, traveling way too fast. I don't know, maybe. Alright, Papa's going for it. Alright, reverse thrust. Wow. Oh, come on. Almost there, almost there, almost there. Just stop. 70. Oh, yeah, we're good. Speed brakes up. Oh man, that was an intense landing. Do a quick turn. Man, Tom Cruise doesn't have nothing on us right now. And I could take off, and I don't want to take off again. That was enough. My hand hurts. All right, I feel like after that I should just call it a night because that was probably the best landing I'll ever do. Period, maybe. Yeah, I'll call it a night. That was fun, and if I do anything else, I'll probably crash, and then I'll forget about that awesome landing I just did. So, um, stay beautiful. Good night.